just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
So I finally got my pre-order code. I'm putting it in here, and part of it is we get 10,000 VC. So what better way to spend 10,000 VC than on a gold to story pack? See what we get, and it is Rudy Gay. All right, so our first gold player on the team, Rudy Gay. Not the best pull you're ever going to see, but he's a nice player. He'll certainly be our best player on the team now. So I'm not disappointed or anything in that. He's also a very good player in 2K. I'm not the biggest fan of Rudy Gay in real life. I think he's a bit overrated. I just don't like his lack of outside shooting. I don't like his lack of defense. I think he's a bit of a vacuum on offense. And I think it was a smart move for the Grizzlies to trade him away. But that's just my personal opinion. I think he's a very good player in 2K. And I do think that he's been a good player while in Toronto. Hopefully the eye surgery he had in the offseason will improve his shooting a little bit, because he's been a poor jump shooter for the last couple of years. But either way, I digress. Let's get into this gameplay. We're going up against I Invented Swag. Yes, that is right. That is actually a PSN out there. It's hard to believe at first, but yeah, someone's actually that toolish. So either way, that is going to be an early 3-0 lead. Just gets the and one bucket right there, but I'm coming right back. Reggie Jackson driving in. I talked about how good Reggie Jackson is in the last episode. He finds Rudy Gay out on the corner for 3. Gay's not a great 3-point shooter, but he can knock one down from time to time, and he hits one right there. Now Jackson on the break, giving it to Rudy Gay, and showing off that athleticism right there, finishing that with the right, elevating, and it's a 7-3 lead. Now a nice pass to Rudy Gay for the mid-range, and that is going to make it a 9-3 ball game. He would call timeout, and we get out to an early lead. So still 9-3. He's got the ball top of the key with his own Reggie Jackson, giving that one down low, back up top to Jay Crowder for 3, and Crowder knocks that one down. The second-year man out of West Virginia, I do believe, for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Jason Smith going to work down low. He finds an open Channing Frye, and you cannot leave Channing Frye open. We've discussed this before. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Solomon Hill with the ball, looking to dish this one down low to Biyombo, and he puts that one in, slamming it down, showing off that athleticism that made him one of the top 10 draft picks in the 2011 NBA draft. But here comes Gary Neal running around the basket a little bit. I didn't think I was going to be able to finish that one, but I got some room at the end and hit the reverse. Here's Jay Crowder now going to work in the post on Solomon Hill, steps back, pulls up, and puts that one home. A nice shot from Jay Crowder. And now at the end of the first quarter, 24-14 is your score. Biyombo with the ball, gives it to Mike Scott. The prayer, it's good. A full court shot, but it does not count. We did not get that one off in time, and it will be 24-14 as we head into the second. A great shot, but didn't count it. That's just too bad. It's still fun to see nonetheless, but that's a goaltending call right there. Cut the lead to 8. We still got an 8-point lead though, and you can see I'm rocking the new San Antonio Spurs jerseys. These are their throwbacks. I got these in the pack we just opened. And there we go, James Anderson in the mid-range. He's a very good shooter, a nice addition to the team from our starter pack, and he hits that one right there. I'm starting to learn his jump shot, which is good. 8-point lead. Here we go now down low, and that is going to be an and one bucket for Fab Melo, and he's showing off some of that potential that made him a first-round draft pick from the Boston Celtics. Rudy Gay with the ball. They're going to work, going to give that one down low to Jason Smith, and sometimes you just can't teach height. He uses it right there, and it's back up to a 5-point game. Now he's got the ball with Andrew Nicholson through the legs dribble, dishing it down low, and that's a one-handed slam. The lead's back down to 3, but it's a 5-point game. Here we go, Jay Crowder running the break outlet to his man. I'm not actually too sure who that is. I think it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. KCP puts that one in, and it's back down to a 3-point lead, so he's hanging around right here. Reggie Jackson giving it down low to Tabo, though, and Tabo Cephalosha hits the buzzer beater. Just 1 second left in the half. He's going to give that one to KCP. Half-court shot is no good, and we're going to take a 5-point lead into the half. So I feel like we could be winning by a lot more right now. I don't think this player was very good, and this team wasn't that talented. So felt like I could have been winning by a lot more. We're going to have to look to pull away in the second half if we can. But here we go, KCP giving it to Jay Crowder. Top of the key for 3. That one is good. And just like that, the lead is back down to 3. 38-35. Reggie Jackson with the ball, though. I talked about how good he is in the past. Gives that one to Channing Frye. Come on, people. You can't leave Channing Frye open. He's just too good from outside. Here we go now. Rudy Gay with the ball. Pump fake, driving in, crossover. Gets into the lane, puts it up at the right off the glass, and banks that one home. Down to, or up to an 8-point lead, I should say. Now still an 8-point lead. Down low, that's going to be a turnover as it's stolen by Jay Crowder. Jackson comes up with it, and Reggie Jackson showing off that athleticism right there. The third year point guard now out of Boston College. Rudy Gay with the ball, though. Crosses over, goes over the middle of the court, fades, and rattles that one home. A nice shot from Rudy Gay, showing some of that shot creating ability. Reggie Jackson with the ball, though. Fancy crossover, gives that one out to his man, and that is going to be a 3 for, I'm not actually too sure who that was, but 49-44, giving it down to Andrew Nicholson. Back to Jay Crowder. Crowder makes it again. He is red hot right now, and it's down to a 2-point game, the closest it's been in a while. Back up to a 5-point lead, though. That's a steal. Gary Neal comes up with it. Gives it to Tabo. Tabo to Reggie Jackson. Slams it down one hand, and it's back up to 7 at the end of the third. We're building some momentum right here. Now he's got the ball. Pulls up with Anthony Morrow. Morrow cannot make it. Rebound by Brendan Haywood, and he puts that one in. So it's back down to a 5-point lead. He's sticking around, and that is stolen. And check out the slam, the inbound steal, and check this out. This grinded my gears, not going to lie. He's going to pause the game and decide that he wants to celebrate his little inbound steal and slam dunk on Gustavo Ayón. What a play, ladies and gentlemen. I know, it was really something that needed to be replayed. But hey, it's his choice. Tabo Cephaloshin in the 3. That kind of ticked me off a little bit. Now it's ready. I was coming out firing at this point. We hit a 3. It's some nice revenge right there. We get a steal. Reggie Jackson with the ball. Driving down the lane. He's going to dish that one off to Biombo. Finishes with the left. Yes, Biombo can finish with the left apparently. Didn't know that. But Tabo Cephaloshin with the ball. Sweet bounce pass to Jackson. Slamming it down one hand. Back up to a 10-point lead now. And he has really gotten me on my bad side at this point. I am fired up trying to win this ball game. Ayón out to Tabo for the 2. And Tabo knocks that one down. Up to a 12-point lead now. 70-58. Now 72-58. Stolen right here by Andrew Nicholson. He's going to dish that one off to KCP for 3, and KCP knocks it down. Back down to an 11-point game, but here we go. Now with the ball, Tabo going to drive in with the right, dish it off to Ayón, and Ayón finishes that one back up to 13-point lead, and this is getting a little too late for him to come back. Now we can try to put this one away. Ayón on the boards, outlet to Rudy Gay, and Gay's going to finish and 1, and that was the backbreaker right there, up to a 14-point game with 2 minutes to play. He gets the rebound, and here comes his man right here, dribbling around the middle of the court. Nice bounce pass to, I believe, KCP. KCP finishes that one, but it's a 14-point lead with just 1:50 to play. Reggie Jackson with the ball, dribbling around, gets by the other Reggie Jackson, and finishes that one with the right. 16-point lead now on the inbound play. Rudy Gay fakes him out. This guy was jumping a lot when I would catch the ball on the perimeter with Gay, and it let me drive with him very effectively up to an 18-point lead, and we have blown this game open. Reggie Jackson with the ball now. We are just adding it on at this point, floating on the little cheese shot right there, and that is good. A 20-point lead, and that is going to be your final score. They would tack on 1 extra free throw, but your final score is 87-68. If you guys did not check out my channel update from earlier today, I highly recommend you watch it. Else I'm going to getting really irritated when I see comments asking questions that are going to be answered in that channel update, because you guys might have some questions for me in the next coming days. But anyway, that is pretty much going to wrap up this video for me. Check out the player of the game highlights flashing up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And this is out. Peace.